What's cracking, guys? Got a cool new topic. Thank you for all the support last week. Let's go ahead and jump right into this week's Honda recap. What's cracking, guys? How you all doing this week? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up and that bell so you're notified every Monday night when this thing airs. As of right now, just gonna want to kick this off and say that Thehondavlogs.com/shop has shirts for sale. Absolutely head over there right now, pick yourself up a shirt. We also have some stickers left over currently. Those are graphical things, boop, with adhesive on the back. Some people collect them, some people peel it off instantly and then put them on things. I don't understand those people. I'm a collector. Anyway, guys, with that said, we're going to kick this off with just a couple things I wanted to talk about, and that is this week. I keep getting a lot of questions, and I have over the years, and I might make another video that's not a recap. I wanted to get into something that I wanted to make a whole other video about, and I might still do that in the future, more vlog type, to go in a little bit more in depth, but I wanted to talk about that this week, and that is what it's like creating an automotive YouTube channel. I get asked a lot, how do you do it? What do you use? How can I do it? And then, you know, the plethora of other questions that kick in. So the first thing I wanted to start out, and I have a little secret for you at the end of this on how to actually grow your channel successfully. That is literally the secret sauce, and as long as you do it, you will literally grow your channel very quickly. That's the key. Very quickly grow your channel. So to kick this off, how do you start an automotive YouTube channel? What do I use? That's the first question most people ask you, and I want to go ahead and throw it out there right now. The best camera you have is this right here. This is a cell phone. This is a OnePlus 7 Pro. This is my phone. That's what I currently use right now. I have something else. This right here, what I use to actually record the audio on right here, is a Sony Xperia Z3. Something equivalent to this could be an iPhone, you know, iPhone 5, iPhone 5S. Why I say that the best video camera you can use right now is the phone in your pocket, because of a few things. 1080p, 60 frames per second in a front-facing camera. Now you can get 4K at 60 frames per second depending on the phone you have. Does that matter? Absolutely not. Why? Because most people are watching a lot of things right now on YouTube on their phone. What's the default? 480p, but you don't really notice that because there's probably only 10 to 15% of phones that actually have a 4K screen. So recording in 4K and uploading in 4K because you want to have the best, that's awesome. I can appreciate that. I can get behind that. That's what I do right here. I have a Sony a6300 with only the kit lens shooting at 4K 24 frames per second. You don't need to do that. You can literally use your phone, front-facing camera, 720p, 1080p, does not matter, 30 or 60. It's whatever you have in your pocket is the best tool you can use right now to get started. There are huge channels that use cell phones. There are smaller channels that use cell phones. If you want to take the leap and get a DSLR of sorts, there are two categories, the point and shoot and the actual DSLR. A lot of people like the G7X. Now I believe it's the G7X Mark III that's out right now. If you really like Sony, a lot of people liked the RX100 version of that. Sony, the biggest one a lot of people get is the Sony a6300 or the a6000, which is still really good. There's a lot more details I can get it in cameras. Let me know in the comments below if you want to kind of talk a little bit more about those. I can definitely chime in. So as far as what to use when you start your cell phone, it is the easiest thing. It's the best camera that's the least intrusive. You're hanging out with your friends, you want to make a quick video, you pull your phone out. Everyone's used to that. Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you use to get onto social media, it is usually through a cellular device. So if you pull that out to take videos, most of your friends will probably just be like, whatever, he's shooting a video. If you get a DSLR, a bigger thing, you pull out that camera, I guarantee you at that point between a cell phone and an actual camera, you're gonna get your friends that just kind of like instantly get awkward because it's like a camera now, right? Then once you get up there, you want to actually start taking pictures. Maybe you're getting into photography. Now you have a DSLR. Obviously, they can take video. So now you're using it for both because you know what? Why carry around two things? It's slowly starting to escalate. Start from a phone. If you want to get into it, you want to get serious, you end up with a DSLR. You can also get into photography. It's a sliding scale. Do you need a DSLR? Absolutely not. A GoPro. The best thing you could have right now. GoPro Hero 8, probably the best with the super smooth they had right now. GoPro Hero 7 Black, also an amazing camera, can take anywhere, fits in your pocket. The audio is fairly good, and you can get away with that without any issues right there, and especially when you upload to YouTube because it compresses everything anyway. So with that said, What do you use to start a channel? Your cell phone. That is literally the best device I think you should be using right now to start your channel from nothing. Go ahead and start using your phone. The next question I get asked a lot is, what do you use to edit? You have many different things that you can actually get into to take your footage from your cell phone to YouTube. One, go on whatever store you have, whether it's the Apple Store or Google Play, find a free editing software, put all your clips together, it'll export it into a video, use your phone, upload it to YouTube. 0 to 1 extremely quickly. If you do want to use a computer, you have a lot of different options. Sony Vegas is probably one of the biggest ones that a lot of people are actually using right there. You could also use Final Cut Pro. If you have an Apple computer, there's a good chance it is on your laptop already. You can go ahead and use that. I don't actually know if Microsoft still has Movie Maker, but that's probably just as easy as putting your clips in, putting them together. Don't worry about transitions, just worry about content. Get it up there as best as you can. With that said, you also have the upper tier. Final Cut Pro could be considered a upper tier editing software. So is Adobe Premiere Pro. That is another option that you can go at right now. Some of these are paid. I know Adobe Premiere Pro is actually getting towards the paid scale. Final Cut Pro, you can get it if you have an Apple right now. Sony Vegas, you can probably find online fairly cheaply or free. I'm not actually sure about that. If you want something cheaper and you do use your cell phone, there is Adobe Premiere Rush. It is a mobile version of Adobe Premiere. That is really fun to use, actually really easy. I was able to manipulate my intro at the beginning of this on my phone with that because I wanted to test how easy that software is to use, and it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. This question I wanted to jump in. How do you create content? That's the biggest question I think a lot of people ask me, and the easiest thing I can give you is you just have to get out there. It's the easiest thing you can do. You just have to get out there. A lot of you, if you're like me, you have a car, you like working on it, you have friends that work on it, just pick friend's car, talk about it, upload a video. Work on your car. Don't worry about all the fancy stuff, setting it up on a tripod, and just be like, yo, how do I make this video? Let me show myself working on this bolt. How do you make that stuff happen? You can get fancy with it. You can put the phone over there, do some cinematic shots, or you can just talk about what you're doing. I think the easiest way to start up a channel is just hanging out with your friends. Personality is the first thing most people are looking for. Quality of content is already there because, like I said, if you're using something like your cell phone, you're already shooting at about 1080p. The quality is going to be crisp, so just worry about your face-to-face with the camera. Make sure to look down the lens because that's where we are. But with that said, there's a lot of other people out there that ask me, hey, how do you get used to using a camera? And I start out the same way I started out this entire thing, and that is I started with a cell phone. Just got really used to going, walking around meets, hanging out with friends on a cell phone. Slowly got bigger, using my camera, getting used to being out there. And I'll tell you this right now, if once you get into a point where you want to take YouTube seriously, it's still pretty awkward to be the guy walking around with a camera. Does it get better? No, you just know that at the end of the day, you got people that actually want to... Hold on. You just know that at the end of the day, you have people that watch your channel, and if you don't take that video, you're not going to have any content. So you honestly still just need to get out there, record, make that stuff happen, and it gets easier as it goes throughout the time. The secret sauce that I wanted to leave you with right now to show you to guarantee to grow your channel in the long run is consistency. If you wonder why your channel has slowed down or hasn't been getting views, are you being consistent? I'll tell you this right now, your personality with the camera is a major part. Getting used to it, speaking to your people, and actually showing and building the community around you. The other major thing is consistency. If you upload once a month and people know you upload once a month, that is one thing. If you upload once a month, maybe, and you kind of don't even have a specific schedule, there's no reason that people will know that you're going to upload. If you look at the big guys here on YouTube, outside of just the Honda world, they upload every single day if they can, most likely every single day. The minimum I think YouTube actually wants you to upload is 3 days a week to keep your channel actually relevant, because there is a thing called the algorithm. It makes it whether or not your content is going to be put on regular occurring watching people's feeds. So 3 times is a minimum if you want to keep your channel popping, moving, and growing at a consistent pace. If you can't do that, that's completely fine. You just have to let the people know who are watching your channel when you're going to upload. That way, at least the people that are interested in your channel can follow along. With that said, you can upload for a long time Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then fall off. And then 3 weeks later, you maybe upload a video. And then a week later, you upload a video. And then 3 months go by, you don't upload a video. But then you start asking yourself, like, what? Dude, YouTube sucks, bro. I'm never going to get monetized. I don't get any views. No one watches my anything. And it's probably because you fell off. You don't want to do that. And I'm not trying to call anyone out. I'm being very honest with you. The fastest way to keep your channel growing is consistency. You just have to keep doing it. I completely understand what it takes to actually get out there, make a video, get in front of the camera, to do things, to make mistakes and still upload and just deal with the other thing that, you know, we can get into right now, which are the comments. I'm really happy that the majority of my comments have actually been positive. I haven't really had to deal with any of the negative side of YouTube in the comments, but I will agree, and I know you've probably heard this a million times, you can get 1,000 positive comments, but you read that one bad comment about literally anything and that will end you. You will no longer want to make videos. You internalize that and you feel like shit. You just, that's it. That's the end of your YouTube. Nope, this random dude with the keyboard didn't like me, said some shit, hit me right in the feels, and now I'm done. You can't do that. You literally can't do that, because as soon as you start to get hate, as soon as every video gets a thumbs down, you are doing something good. You are now doing something good. And the reason I say you're now doing something good is because you're now getting in front of the people who are willing to hit that downvote. And that downvote means that person watches enough YouTube that he has a say with his little finger right there. That person watches enough YouTube to actually hit like, know what like does. He has enough viewage behind him to hit downvote or thumbs down, and he's like, you know what, I don't like this and I don't like this, and I'm gonna say it. The only people that do that are people that actually watch YouTube on a consistent basis. Those are the unsubscribed people, and those may be the people that never subscribe but they still watch, which is actually a thing on YouTube. You can even ask bigger YouTubers. Some of the biggest view percentage on their channel are unsubscribed people. You don't have to worry about them. You just have to worry about the ones that comment, hit you up on Instagram, give you that thumbs up, and appreciate what you are doing. That is the only audience you need to care about, and that is you. And that's why I'm here every Monday night hanging out with the community that I've tried to build. So with that said, I also want to give a big props and thumbs up to all the people out there who are starting their channels. If I could help you, absolutely let me know. If I can give you any advice, go ahead and ask me in the comments below. And I'd really like everybody to respect the other people, the other community people out there putting out content for free, by the way, that take the time out of their day, and we can get into monetization at a completely different time if we actually really need to. But yes, you can monetize. You can get a check from Google. This is a thing. You can search it right now. My first check from Google. These things happen, but you have to be consistent. You have to get on your niche. You have to know what you're doing. You have to enjoy doing it. If you're out here just doing it for the money, we know. Humans are the biggest sponges on the planet. We have the shortest attention spans as well. If we see fake people, we kind of go away. We other click. We know that we're not looking. And you know who else knows? Probably Google. Google probably knows that no one's actually watching. They're just listening, so that doesn't really do well for you. You want engagement. How do you get engagement? You're real with your audience. You have fun. You talk, and that's it. You have fun. That's all I got to say. So I want to give a big props to all the guys out there that are actually consistently making content, not just in the Honda community, but overall, because to do this consistently is hard work. It is expensive, and it is grueling on your life, your family, your friends, or whatever you got to do. Because if you upload a video every single day, you wake up knowing, I got to do something today. You got to be motivated. You got to go out there. You got to make a piece of content. You got to make it interesting. Everyone knows what it takes. You know, the meme out there right here, sorry it took, 7 hours to do a 20-minute job. Yeah? Well, you know what? Now you got to condense that 20-minute job that was 7 hours into a 10-minute video. You can start your day at 7 a.m. You could end working on your car at 7 p.m. Get some dinner, maybe hang out with a friend, get home. I got to make a video tomorrow. You know how long it takes to edit a video? 4 hours, 7 hours, depends on how much footage you got to do. You got to watch yourself being an idiot for 12 hours and then figure out how to make this actually entertaining. Hopefully you get to bed by midnight, it's exporting, you wake up in the morning, something happened probably 5 minutes after you went to sleep, the whole video's bunk, you got to redo everything, get to exporting, finally get it uploading. It is now 3 p.m. the next day and you have to make a video. So you got to go back in the garage and do something so that way you can make a video, hang out with a friend, and maybe start editing by midnight again. Repeat. And imagine the guys that do that 7 days a week. You can watch guys like Rice or Miata, they upload at 3 in the morning. Why? Because that's probably after he uploaded. That's probably after he finished editing. Now it goes up. Now he's got to start the next day. And you want to buy car parts? Guys, that's not expensive, man. If you don't have car parts, you don't have content. You can have a cool personality. You can talk into the camera for a while. But what I'm saying is if you want to make content consistently and build your car, it is expensive. You have to have installs. You have to have parts to put on. You have to go out and talk to companies. How could I help you? How can we represent each other? How could I help you do this? If you can do that, you might have access to parts to install. If you have friends that build cars, use them. If they're willing to be on camera and let you use their car, what are you doing today? I just got new wheels. Let me film it. Cool. All right, cool. Still have to edit it. Still have to make it look fun. Still have to have fun. Have to find music that you can use without getting demonetized. Put it on your video. Rinse, repeat. Props to everybody out there that is doing this. I was sick one time. I sat down. I watched a lot of content on YouTube. I found out, you know what? You can run through a lot of content really fast. And I understand why people upload every single day, because there is a large community of us out here that just want content. And if you can be one of those, please, guys, grab a phone, grab a camera, get your personality, go out there with your friends, and just start something. If you fall off, it's whatever, you can keep going. I don't think we're oversaturated. I made an entire video about this. I don't think we're oversaturated because the amount of people that start are the same amount of people that fail. 2 out of 10 of you might keep going. And you know what? I'm here to find those 2 out of 10. What's up? All right, guys, with that said, I want to kick this off. This week's Honda recap with Young Static, because we all know he's working on that all-wheel drive CRX for a really long time. He's wanted to take the extra step to build a motor that he's actually proud of, make awesome power out there, getting tuned, and now he's starting to realize that the motor might have some problems. It's actually really, really sad. When I watched this video, it hit me right in the feels. It said, you know what? That really sucks, because you take the time to actually put effort and time, and you want to make something like, you know what, I don't want to slap some things together, not that he ever did, but you want to do this, you want to do it right, you want to build something you've never done before, go all in, and then to still hit some sort of wall, you took all the precautions, you built it to the best, you used the best parts, you went to the best person, you got everything set up, and still they are problems. As much as I am sad to see this happen, you know what, man, I am excited to see what you do next, how you pull through to this, and it just proves that, you know what, you just got to keep progressing forward. And I'm really excited because Dana is one of those guys that it doesn't let him stop. He may just put a towel over the car and just be like, you know what, what's next? I need to put this aside. I need to keep grinding. He's the one of the biggest motivated people I know, and he can consistently pump out content like I've been saying. Props to you, dude. Following that, we got PFI Speed. The Bully is back. One of the sickest cars you've seen right now. OG PFI Dan actually put a video out quite some time ago. I think it was close to 10 years ago, 9 years ago, of the Bully in Colorado going down the strip. This car has been around twin turbo J Series Civic that is about to go down. I think it's actually this weekend at Cletus in Cars. If you guys didn't see, there was actually a front of the car and a back of the car. The front of the car has a twin turbo front wheel drive J Series. The rear of the car is just a wheelie bar. It's an insane build. I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited to see. I'm honestly really excited to see how much power it puts down and how fast it goes down the track. The past couple videos PFI has put out has put Brent in the happiest mood ever, and not just Brent. Every single person at the shop who has watched this car sit, be half built, get going, fall off because of customer cars or YouTube or all the other things, but to see this car come to life is like a revival for the entire shop, because everyone seems to just remember the glory days, and everybody, you know what, you know that when you have that homie who pulls his car out of the garage finally after 5 years and he makes it to a meet, and you're just like, hell yeah, the group is back. Next up we have Chris, VHB Engines. I really want to shout this guy out because he's been consistent on YouTube for a very long time, building engines, a lot of informational, this versus that, how to build things, different ideas, and as of lately he's been building a lot of engines out there, and that's not all. I think he actually put up a store, actually start to sell all these crazy creations that he's been building. He's got some crazy K series, I think a D series. He's got some stuff that he's been building out there of all the parts that he's been hoarding out there in Florida since he moved there. So shout out to Chris, VHB Engines. I'm really excited to hear your future, because I think you just got another job, getting things going. I think you have a website up on Facebook. I'm not sure. Definitely let me know. Can't wait to see what you got in store, man. Following that, we got Izzy Still YDG, and this guy has an F20B EG hatch that he debuted at Chronicles 11 out there in SoCal. It was really cool to watch this car get built. Everything from getting painted to actually getting to the event, having fun, and actually taking a picture of all the EGs at the event. That's really awesome to see, man. Really excited for you. Keep making videos. This is one of the cleanest cars I have seen driving, built by somebody that I actually personally know. I'm really excited for you, dude. Speaking of EGs, we've got Adam Ivel. I believe the EG is finally done. I know it got put to the side because of his Nissan, that he went drifting, then he had the E36, and now he's never given up on the Honda. And when I see a Honda in the thumbnail, instantly I watch that video. I don't care what time it is, when it is, or what I'm doing, because I really know since the Honda Diaries, this EG has just meant something to Adam, and it means something to me. And if you ever try to sell it, bro, just, you know, call me, hit me up. But I'm really happy that it's done. Following that, we got RS Future. Definitely check out this channel. Turbo, K-Series, NSX out there. Button Willow getting ready for global time attack, shaking down everything possible on this NSX. It's actually really, really cool. I believe it's I believe he's teaming up with KW, Koyorad, and a couple other companies out there, Southern California, hitting Button Willow, kind of shaking it down. I really love this style of video. It's just track driving. Following that, we have a caged Integra, rev high, drive happy. One of the really awesome, cool builds out there on YouTube. I'm really excited for you, man. You just got yourself a Honda S300. Those are really fun to mess with. Really happy that you have one in your car. You're gonna get tuning, though if you build your car the way, if you start getting into tuning the way you built your car, it's going to be fun, man. It's really fun to learn that side of the world, the brain of the car. You're going to have a lot of fun with the Honda, man. I know I do. Your car is great. Hopefully next year I get to meet up with you. Last but not least, we have Automotive Anatomy with a documentary on the EF Civics. This one hits close to heart because I actually have an EF. I really want to start driving it, and it's really cool to see who you got to be in this video, go over their videos, what it's like. The EF community is small, but it is very strong, and it is really cool to drive these cars. The EF, the DA, and that generation of cars is completely different than the EG world. One is very mechanical. The EG is very, I don't know how to say it, you're much more connected to the road, but not really. But it's just a different breed. EF and EG are completely different cars, although they share a lot at heart. But documentary of the EF, Automotive Anatomy, definitely check out this video. All right, guys, with that said, that's it for this episode of the Honda Recap. I'm really enjoying sitting down, having these talks with you at the beginning, and then kind of going over what's been going on in the Honda community on a week-to-week basis. Definitely head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up a shirt, hoodie, sticker, anything else you guys want to support the channel. It's all there. I appreciate all of you who have already. I appreciate all of you that are here right now hanging out with me. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.